On a cold summer morning, we set out on the epic 12-kilometer round-trip hike through Johnston Canyon, one of Banff National Park's most iconic and scenic trails. Not only were we chasing waterfalls, but we also went deeper into the canyon through misty catwalks, passing roaring waters, towering limestone cliffs, and dense forests, all the way to the surreal ink pots, which are crystal clear, bubbling alpine springs tucked into a hidden valley. Along the way, we even spotted some curious wildlife, keeping an eye on us from the trees. It was wild, stunning, occasionally wet, and totally worth it. Come along our breathtaking and adventurous hike through Johnston Canyon and all the way to the vibrant ink pots. It was an early, moody summer morning, clouds hanging low, tea in hand, and my sister and I were off to hike the iconic Johnston Canyon. So we're here at Johnston Canyon in Banff National Park, here on a rainy day. I think this is one of the best hikes there is in Banff, and we'll go all the way up to the ink pots.
Lots to see along the way as well.
So enjoy! We hit the trail early, like beat the tour bus early, and it actually worked. The crowds still sleeping, the chipmunks wide awake. This trail starts off super chill, flat, surrounded by dense evergreens, and always the sound of the Johnston Creek rushing nearby. So the way the hike starts is there are two waterfalls. There's the lower and then the upper waterfalls, and after that is the ink pots. So we're gonna go through all of them. Suddenly, the forest turned into full-on canyon mode. We were walking on metal catwalks bolted in the canyon walls, suspended above the fast-crushing water surrounded by the towering limestone cliffs. The deeper we ventured into the canyon, the more epic the views became, rushing water at our side and cliffs rising around us. And this was just the warm-up. The real jaw-droppers were still ahead. Fun fact, Johnston Canyon is fed by the Johnston Creek, which starts at the Dolomite Pass and eventually flows into the Bow River. And hey, I kayaked the Bow, a must-do. Jaw-dropping doesn't even cover the sceneries experienced there. With that, shout out to our first wildlife sighting, the bold little chipmunk living its best canyon life. Just 1.3 kilometers in, we reached the lower falls, small but mighty. You walk through this little rock tunnel and get right up close to the roaring glacial water. It got seriously misty. I was constantly wiping my camera lens, but totally worth it. Damned but feeling cool and refreshed, we left the misty blast zone behind and continued the climb. As we headed up, the trail gifted us with views of the lower falls from above.
So that was the lower falls. Now we're gonna go up to the upper falls.
The canyon kept getting more stunning and dramatic with every step. We even dipped down into another amazing canyon viewpoint. Our legs started to feel the hike, but our spirits remained high. We just loved it. The catwalks ended and we plunged into the dense forest.
More and more forest.
As the trail dipped down, surprise, we were greeted by two small but striking waterfalls, Stella and Marguerite.
So we did come on a cloudy day. The water isn't that turquoise teal blue, but oh well, it's still beautiful. We came here early, started at 8:30. It's nice to explore the canyon when there are not many people there. So I was asked if that was the upper falls. It is not. So now we're going to see the upper falls.
The falls thunders down 40 meters into a deep canyon bowl, unleashing raw, sheer power that shakes the air around you. Surrounded by high cliffs and swirling mist, the relentless roar of the crashing water feels both humbling and electrifying. We followed the narrow, fast-rushing stream as it flowed through the canyon and unleashing in the roar of the mighty waterfall ahead.
So that was the upper falls, and now it's another 3 kilometers to the ink pots. The trail ahead would be a bit muddy, but again, keep going. It's absolutely worth it.
From this point on, the breathtaking scenery gave way to a brief and quiet stretch of more dense forest. The thunder of the creek and the falls faded behind us, and a calm settled in. So we found playful ways to keep our spirits high and the adventure alive.
I have no memory of this place. Onwards!
Someone's vlogging.
This is the way to the ink pots. A bit different from the rest of the canyon. A bit muddy, but not too bad.
As we climbed high, swirling mist and grey clouds began to creep down the mountains, cloaking the peaks in mystery and adding a thrilling edge to our journey. After about an hour of a hike, we climbed out of the forest and into the open alpine meadows. After passing a brief narrow path, boom, we arrived at the ink pots.
We are now here at the ink pots.
The ink pots are a series of 7 cold mineral springs bubbling up in all shades of vibrant turquoise and green. What makes them truly unique is that they're cold springs, not geothermal, not heated by volcanic forces like hot springs, but fed by underground sources that keep the water crisp, fresh and consistently chilled at around 4 degrees Celsius no matter the season. Unlike the bustling canyon trail, the Inkpots rest in a serene alpine meadow surrounded by sweeping mountain views. The shift from the roaring waterfalls to quiet pools feels like stepping into another world. Even beneath the moody, cloud-filled skies, wandering among the radiant and undisturbed springs was relaxing, beautiful, and completely worth the journey. And right here, we spotted a lone fox wandering through the meadow, silent, curious, and pausing only for a moment before disappearing into the trees and mountains, wild and free. This was the perfect spot to chill, refuel, and reflect on how amazing and unique the canyon and the Inkpots are.
Those were the Inkpots. Now we're heading back. Good pleasant weather, so that's good, and it is beautiful. So now we're heading back. Let's actually see how busy Johnston Canyon is now, because it can get really busy to the extent where you can't even find parking there.
Heading back, we saw what we missed by starting early, the crowds. Lineups at the lower falls and people everywhere. We breezed by the crowds and the stunning sceneries like seasoned pros.
See, told you it'll be busy. Parking lot is all full, so definitely come in the morning.
On our way out, just as we thought the adventure was done, we spotted 2 deer. The wildlife really did show off a bit this time. And that was Johnston Canyon on a cloudy summer day. Thundering waterfalls, unexpected wildlife, and jaw-dropping views. A trail that leaves you soaked in wonder. No matter how many times I hike it, this trail never gets old. I'll keep coming back whenever I get a chance to do so.